Have you ever wondered if you could actually buy a home without putting any money down, without stressing about closing costs, and without draining your savings account? And the only reason you haven't done it yet is because no one has clearly explained how it actually works. I am an army veteran, and I have personally bought homes not just with zero down payment but also with zero out-of-pocket closing costs, both while I was in service and even after as a veteran. So this isn't just theory. This isn't just something I read somewhere. This is something I have actually done myself. And that's exactly why I can tell you with confidence it is possible. But only if you understand how to structure the deal the right way. That's exactly what we are going to break down in this video. I'm going to walk you through how veterans and active duty military members can buy a home without no money out of pocket, what the VA loan actually does for you, what most people misunderstand about it, and how the right strategy and the right agent can completely change your outcome. And before we go deeper, if you are thinking about buying, selling, or investing anywhere in the country, my links are in the description below. That's where you can connect with me directly, access my buyers and sellers resources, and if you need help in your area, I can connect you with a trusted agent who understands how to structure these deals the right way. Now let's start from the foundation, because everything builds from here. The VA loan is not just another mortgage option. It's a benefit that was designed specifically for veterans and active duty military to take home ownership more accessible. And one of the biggest advantages, the one everyone talks about, is zero down payment. That means you can purchase a home without putting that traditional 3%, 5%, or even 20% down that most buyers assume is required. That alone changes the game, because now you are not waiting years just to save up a down payment. You can move forward when you are ready, not when your savings finally catch up. But here is where most people stop, and that's where they miss the bigger opportunity, because they think, okay, zero down is great, but I still need money for closing costs. And this is where the strategy comes in. Closing costs are real. You have lender fees, you have the title fees, escrow, prepaid taxes, insurance, and yes, those can add up. But what most buyers don't realize is that closing costs are not always something you have to pay out of your own pocket. There are multiple ways to structure a deal where those costs are covered. And this is where having the right guidance makes a huge difference. Let's start with pre-owned homes. When you're buying a resale home, one of the most powerful tools you have is negotiation. If the market condition allows it, and if the deal is structured properly, you can negotiate for the seller to cover your closing costs. Now, this doesn't happen automatically. It depends upon the property, the competition, the pricing, and how the offer is returned. But this is exactly why your agent matters. A strong agent doesn't just help you find a home. They help you structure the offer in a way that protects your cash and maximizes your position. Because instead of just focusing on the purchase price, they are looking at the entire deal. They are asking, how do we reduce your out-of-pocket costs? How do we position this offer so the seller is more likely to agree? How do we make this work out, putting unnecessary pressure on you financially? And when that's done correctly, you can walk into a home with zero down payment and little to no money coming out of your pocket for closing. Now, let's talk about new construction, because this is where the things get even more interesting. Builders often offers incentives. This can include closing cost assistance, rate buy-downs, or other financial benefits designed to make the deal more attractive. And in many cases, if you use the builder's preferred lender, they may cover a significant portion or sometimes all of your closing costs. So now you have a situation where you are using your VA loan for zero down and the builder is covering your closing costs. That's how deals come together, where buyers are truly walking in with little to no money out of pocket. But here's the part that most people don't realize. This doesn't just happen automatically. You don't just show up and say, I want zero out of pocket and everything falls into place. It requires understanding the market, understanding the builder's incentives, understanding how lenders structure deals, and most importantly, having someone guide you through those decisions. Because the difference between paying thousands out of pocket and not often comes down to how the deal is structured from the beginning. Now, let's address something important because I want to keep this real and transparent. When we say no money out of pocket, it doesn't mean there are no costs involved in the transaction. It means those costs are being covered through negotiation, incentives, or credits instead of coming directly from you. And understanding that distinction is what keeps you informed and confident instead of confused later in the process. Now, let's talk about another advantage of the VA loan that most buyers don't fully appreciate. No private mortgage insurance. Yes, there is no private mortgage insurance required. For most loan types, if you are putting less than 20% down, you are paying the PMI every month. That adds up over time. But with a VA loan, that's not part of the equation. So, not only you are saving upfront, you are also saving monthly. And when you combine that with competitive interest rates and flexible qualification guidelines, it becomes one of the most powerful tools available for eligible buyers. Now, here is something I really want you to pay attention. The biggest mistake I see is not that veterans and active duty members don't qualify. It's that they don't use the benefits strategically. They either don't know how to structure the deal or they work with someone who treats it like a standard transaction instead of maximizing what's actually possible. And that's where the opportunity gets missed. If this is starting to open your eyes a little bit, please take a second to like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon for notifications, and drop a comment with where you are in your home buying journey. It helps me create content that actually answers the questions you are dealing with right now. Now let's bring this all together. If you are a veteran or active duty military member, you have access to a benefit that allows you to buy a home with zero down payment. And depending upon how the deal is structured, you may also be able to minimize or eliminate your out-of-pocket closing costs. But the key is not just knowing that benefit exists. The key is knowing how to use it. Because once you understand that, everything changes. You stop thinking, I need more savings before I can buy. And you start thinking, how do I structure this the right way? And that shift alone can move you from waiting to actually moving forward. If you are planning to buy, sell, or invest, or you want to understand what your options look like in your specific situation, please use the links below to connect with me directly. I have resources there, and I can help guide you or connect you with someone in your area who knows how to handle VA deals the right way. At the end of the day, this is not just about buying a home with zero out of pocket just because it sounds good. It's about using a benefit you have earned the right way. And when you are doing that, you are not just buying a home. You are making a strategic move that puts you in a stronger position long term. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.